With all three of Akala's trials cleared, Ash and Lillie plan to meet up with Kukui back in Heihei City. And from there, Ash will begin his training to face off against Olivia. They reunite with Kukui, who congratulates Ash on clearing Akala's trials. He then turns over to Lillie.
Alright, Lillie, it's time for Nebby's checkup.
Oh, is it that time already?
Nebby's checkup? Kukui leads Ash to a laboratory and he's introduced to Professor Burnett, a Pokemon researcher specializing in the study of Ultra Beasts and Ultra Wormholes. She's also a good friend of Kukui. Kukui explains she's a brilliant researcher, and she even works for the Aether Foundation, which Ash remembers is the same place Gary is currently working at. Ash also realizes that there may be more than just a friendship between Kukui and Burnett, but he keeps those thoughts to himself. Burnett and Ash get acquainted, and Burnett explains her research on Ultra Beasts and Ultra Wormholes, telling Ash that Ultra Beasts are creatures from completely different universes, separated from our own. Ultra Wormholes are the gateways to these foreign dimensions. After further analyzing Nebby, she has concluded that it must be some sort of Ultra Beast, so she's been checking up on it monthly. Lillie explains that Burnett has kept her secret, and not even the Aether Foundation knows about Nebby. Nebby receives a checkup, and from there, Ash and Lillie explore more of Heihei City, as Ash's training begins tomorrow.
Let's go and reach so high to the blue that goes on forever. Underneath the sky we share, we can travel anywhere. So bright the sun will shine. Love the journey, it's in my nature. Feels like I've been set free. This new adventure's calling out to me.
Ash is training with his Pokemon in preparation for his grand trial when Kiawe and Hao approach him. Kiawe explains that the best way for Ash and Hao to train would be to enter a battle royale. Ash has no idea what this is, and Hao explains it's a Pokemon battle where 4 trainers duke it out in an arena. Ash loves the concept and decides to enter the battle royale himself. The 3 trainers make their way to the battle royale dome, and this is where they meet the Royal Mask, who Ash swears looks familiar. They then enter a battle royale, and Hao uses Dartrix, Kiawe uses his Alolan Marowak, Ash uses Litten, and the Royal Mask uses his iconic Incineroar. The battle is super intense, as all 4 trainers are putting in their absolute all into the battle. It's also shown that Gladion is watching the battle from the sidelines, perhaps to evaluate Ash's strength even further. However, no matter what the others do, Royal Mask and Incineroar seem to sweep the competition. Eventually it comes down to Litten and Incineroar, and one Darkest Lariat later, Litten goes down. The Royal Mask is declared the winner, and Ash and Litten are determined to beat them in battle one day. After the match, Ash approaches the Royal Mask, asking for a one-on-one battle. The Royal Mask sees Ash's determination and agrees to a battle. Kiawe and Hao stick around to watch the rematch between Litten and Incineroar. This time things are a bit different, because it's not a battle royale. Litten is actually holding its ground a lot better up against the beast that is Incineroar. The battle becomes a fiery spectacle. Both trainers want to win no matter what. Eventually, Litten starts to falter. Its tiny body is giving in, but it refuses to stand down. It wants to become stronger, to prove not only to itself, but also its late mentor that it can't be as strong as anyone else. If it wants to become strong, it won't let anything stand in its way. Litten is then surrounded in a bright light and evolves into Torracat. Torracat, with its rejuvenated strength and new move Flame Charge, actually starts to damage Incineroar. However, it's no use, as the Royal Mask pulls out his most dangerous attack.
Fire inside you burns bright, but this is as far as you go. Incineroar, use Malicious Moonsault.
The Z move hits Torracat directly. Torracat has gone down, and Royal Mask stands victorious. Ash and Torracat come up to their opponents and thank them for the battle.
You two have a lot of potential. Don't let this loss get to you. If you continue the path you're on now, you will certainly reach heights that even I haven't been able to reach.
The Royal Mask then bids Ash and Torracat farewell, but now the trainer and Pokemon have a rival to push themselves. The time has finally come. Ash, Lillie, Hau, and Kukui have arrived in Coney City, home of Akala Island's kahuna, Olivia. She tells the group to meet her at the Ruins of Life, where they will have their grand trial. Ash decides to train a bit more, so Hau fights Olivia first. After doing some last-minute training and mastering his new Z-moves, Ash heads over to the Ruins of Life when he is stopped by a lady who introduces herself as Plumeria of Team Skull. She says she's been hearing about a trainer with a Pikachu beating up her little siblings, and as the big sis of Team Skull, she won't allow this to continue. Ash is forced into a battle against Plumeria, who sends out Salazzle while Ash sends in Pikachu. The battle is quite tense, as Plumeria's battling style is quite aggressive, and it seems that her goal is to weaken Pikachu to the point of no recovery. Pikachu gets poisoned midway through the battle, but even so they continue to push forward, and eventually, Pikachu using all of his remaining strength, takes the win. Plumeria retreats, telling Ash his business with Team Skull is far from over. Ash and Lillie go over to Pikachu's side, who is severely weakened. Luckily, Lillie had some healing items on her, and using what he learned from Brock, Ash heals up Pikachu quite nicely, curing him of the poison. However, Pikachu is exhausted to the point where he won't be able to fight in the grand trial. This is a huge loss for Ash, as he was hoping to use Pikachu in his fight against Olivia, but at this point, he has to think about what's better for Pikachu, so he heads to the Ruins of Life with his ace already out of commission. It's time for Ash's grand trial, and the trainer and Kahuna have already returned from praying to Tapu Lele, Akala's island guardian. Hau, Lillie, and Kukui also watch the battle from the sidelines.
I have to say I'm impressed. You have overcome every challenge I placed in front of you, and have made it to me. Having a grand trial is an honor, and you have proven yourself worthy.
Thanks, Olivia. I really appreciate it. On the sidelines, the others talk amongst themselves.
Whew, Olivia sure was tough. I wonder if Ash can handle her Pokemon.
I believe in him. He's super strong, and as long as he has the will to do it, he can do anything. That's just the kind of person he is.
Yeah, you're right. What do you think, Professor?
All we can do is cheer him on. Whether or not Ash wins this battle is up to him and his Pokemon.
No more talking, Olivia! Let's do this! The battle against Kahuna Olivia finally begins, and first up are Torracat and Alolan Graveler. The battle starts off with Torracat being at a disadvantage due to their fire typing, but Torracat continues to push forward. Graveler is a lot slower than Torracat, until Ash decides to rely on non-fire type moves and Torracat's speed to get the advantage against Graveler. However, Graveler has a lot of long-range attack which hit hard. Eventually, Torracat lands the finishing blow to Graveler, knocking out Olivia's first Pokemon. Olivia's second Pokemon is Probopass, an absolute tank. Torracat goes in for attack after attack, but Probopass tanks all of them and counters with devastating attacks of its own. Torracat is determined, but determination alone won't cut it. Torracat eventually goes down while putting in some damage to Probopass. Next up is Rowlet. which using its large array of grass-type attacks, damages the Probopass more effectively. Using that and its speed, it's able to topple the large Pokemon in a moment of weakness, directly hitting it with a super effective grass-type move, knocking it out. Olivia is impressed with Ash's skill, as she's rarely ever experienced battles that push her to her absolute limits. It looks like today is a battle where she'll have to pull out all the stops. Olivia sends in her midday form Lycanroc, which howls with all its might. Ash simply smirks as he attaches the Gracium Z to his Z-Ring. This is what I've been waiting for! Time to show them all of our training, Rowlet! Use Bloom Dew! The Z-move approaches Lycanroc, but using Accelerock, it quickly dodges the Z-move, shocking everyone. It dodged it?
I can read you like a book. Sorry to tell you this, Ash, But Z moves aren't a guaranteed way to victory. Keep this in mind for the future. Now, Lycanroc, destroy Rowlet!
Rowlet is overwhelmed and goes down. This leaves Ash with one Pokemon left, Rockruff. Rockruff comes out and faces its evolution head-on. With the little Pokemon viewing this battle as if it's rematching Gladiion's Lycanroc, it will do anything to achieve victory. Both trainers and Pokemon are holding their own, and you can see both are very skilled. Olivia is a Kala's Island kahuna, and Ash is a trainer who has traversed multiple regions and fought in countless Pokemon leagues, and it absolutely shows. It has also started to turn from day to night, as the sun is about to set. Olivia then decides to use her own Z move.
Let's end this. Oh great guardian Tapu Lele, grant me your power. Lycanroc, use Continental Crush!
The giant boulder directly hits Rockruff and crushes him, but in that moment as dusk falls, a green flash surrounds the battlefield, blinding Olivia and Ash. From beneath the boulder, Rockruff is enveloped in a bright green light and evolves into Lycanroc? I mean, it's a Lycanroc, but it's not midday or midnight. It's something completely new. Ash quickly decides to name it Duskform Lycanroc, and the battle resumes. Both Lycanrocs are giving it their all, and they both want to win. The battle comes down to a bite-on-bite collision. And Duskform comes out on top, earning Ash his second Grand Trial victory. Olivia comes up to Ash with a Z Crystal in her hand.
You've bested me. You are something, Ash. Here, take this Rockium Z as proof of your victory.
Thanks so much. It was a great battle. The group then says farewell to Olivia as they hop on a boat at the Koni City docks and head back to Mele Mele. When they arrive back on the island, Hal goes back home to Icky Town, while the others return to Kukui's place. A couple of hours later, Ash is outside stargazing with Pikachu when Lillie comes outside and starts to watch the stars herself. The stars sure are pretty tonight.
I like to stargaze from time to time. It gives me a sense of peace.
You too.
Ash, I just wanted to say thank you.
For what?
For just being you. Traveling around with you has inspired me to become a better version of myself. One that has the strength to protect Nebby. Before, I doubted whether or not I could. But now, thanks to you, I have faith in myself.
You don't have to thank me for something like that. You were already plenty strong when we first met. You care for Nebby like a mother, and I trust you more than anyone else. I saw that as soon as we first met. I'm glad I helped you out, but you have to have a little more faith in yourself too.
Like a mother.
You say something?
No, just talking to myself.
Whatever you say. Lillie, just remember, you have so many people in your life who will support you. Me, Professor Kukui, Gladion, we're all here for you. So, if you ever need someone to rely on, just know you have that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The two continue to stargaze at the night sky, both determined to become even stronger. Lillie to become someone she can be proud of, and Ash to become strong enough to beat Tapu Koko. Together, they'll certainly reach new heights.